into enemy data vaults and steal any intelligence files you find.
The Grineer deteriorate over time. Is that what makes them violent?
Keep going. Nobody knows you're here.
Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by.
Hi.
Hello, hello. Let me see what your name is. Gut, once again, welcome back. Thank you for stopping by again. I'll go this way.
You're nearing the console. Trigger arms now, and they will start destroying the data. Excellent work. A close action with no alarms.
Yeah, my MOA is somewhere, so. Yep, she got stuck right there. 'Cause she gets stuck. And she's still stuck. Yeah, that's the question in every spy mission you see me do. You should ask yourself, like, will she actually do anything in any of these spy missions? Because I don't know. And I can't really tell you if she will or not. Yep, she's still stuck. Go that way. You can't go that way, I don't think. Nope. Yeah, I get turned around sometimes.
The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data. Extracted. They won't even know it's gone.
Okay, hit my head on something. $150 credits. Thanks, man.
Come on.
Yeah, I might keep using Zara just so you can see her in non-spy missions. Cause she's good everywhere else. So if you haven't got Alvara, You might want to think about getting a VAR because she's really good. That's bad though. Good to have enemy radar on.
The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data.
Yeah, this would be a lot harder if I didn't have a VAR or for augment, so you couldn't walk through that laser wall right there. So if you're like, man, what? I have some platinum. What Warframe should I buy with my platinum? I would suggest a VAR if you hate spy missions.
Data extracted. They won't even know it's gone.
Because to get a VAR is kind of weird.
Get to extraction.
The way you get a VAR is you have to do spy missions. Yeah, it's kind of weird how the game set it up. Like, she's great at spy missions, but you need to do spy missions to get her. It's kind of like catch-22 type of thing. It's because once you have her, then it's like, why would you do spy missions? They needed to make it another mission. But it was kind of like, hey, she's great at spy missions, so you only get her in spy missions. But it's like, if you can get her from doing spy missions, then why did you get her in the first place, type of thing? Like, if you can do spy missions without her, I should say, then getting her from spy missions seems kind of weird. But I'm not a developer, so I can't understand the reason behind it. So. Yeah, she was stuck the whole time. Yeah, I probably should show some other of her abilities, but I just like using her in stealth, so. Oops. Didn't know you could do that, okay. Yeah. Okay, let me see what your comment is. I don't know how to read that comment, so I'll just say hello. It looks kind of Greek. But hello, thank you for stopping by the stream. Even though I don't know how to say your name. Let's see. There. Put this here. Put this there. I can't remember if Artemis Go works with Artemis Bow. But it shouldn't matter too much. It's an ultimate weapon, so. Alright. I guess he left. Or somebody left.
Nearby, communications towers are broadcasting crucial enemy intelligence. Capture the towers, code any incoming messages. We have lost control of a tower.
He's like, I saw somebody. You did see somebody now. But not for long. Yeah, that's the benefit of our. She had two forms of stealth. Yeah, the thing about stealth is like they can't shoot you if they don't see you. So. So people just overlook the power of stealth in this game. This is their Arnisman's bow, if you haven't seen it before. Her ultimate weapon. Or exalted weapon, if you want to call it.
That is why I love running low-key Prime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if they can't see you, they can't shoot you. Like, people just like stealth frames are terrible. Like, no, they're stealth frames. Like,
We have control of all 4 towers.
they're not supposed to be like bombastic and out there. They're supposed to be in stealth. Yeah, they'll just walk past you because they don't see you. And they're like, there's no enemies here. It's like, yeah, there's an enemy here. You just don't see them.
We have decoded the message.
So if you don't like getting aggro, you can use a stealth frame to not get aggro. Nice ideas. Nope, that doesn't need to. Yeah, see, that's the thing about interception. People just keep running around in circles instead of staying on their point. Because when you move from point to point, the enemy moves from point to point. If you just stay where you are, you can take out the enemies, but people just panic. Because in a public match, people don't trust other people to do their job, but do their own thing. They're just like, oh, I gotta do everything, because that's how the game's taught me to be, is do everything myself, but don't depend on people.
You have captured a radio tower. We are dominating. Keep it up.
And I'm using the Cernos Prime, which is a really good bow if you like bows. it's not my favorite bow, but it's a really good bow. People. I don't think I need Artemis bow. Don't put it on anyway, because, you know, you probably want to see Artemis Bone, her ultimate ability. Oh, not energy. Yeah, I don't have energy in this class, so it's about to go sideways.
You cannot allow the enemy to learn of our espionage. Eliminate the remaining personnel.
Yeah, that's the only downside. Like, if you don't have this one way of getting energy back, you could be in trouble as a stealth one. Because you don't have armor, so. Come on, game. Oh. Just trying to answer the dude's question. Okay, what's the next one?
You really want this? Fine, let's do this!
Okay, I'm doing another stealth ring. Let's see, who should I run? I'll run Mr. Ash. The most ninja in a game full of ninjas. Yeah, you probably think I'm joking when I say that, but like, yeah, it's actually true for Ash. He's the most ninja. Let's see. Though he doesn't have a lot of
What
stealth.
frame would you recommend for solo destroying?
Okay, for what type of content are you asking for? Like, what is your playstyle? What type of content do you do? Do you do survivals? Because if you do survivals, I say go for Ivara, which I've shown so Ivara works. And she can do a lot of different things with her kit. Are you looking just for a specific type of thing? Like, you just looking for damage? Then I say go for Mesa then. Because Mesa's all about that damage, so. It's depending upon what you are trying to do in the game. But those are two, like, I can suggest.
I can tell you what
Defense without it taking damage for ribbons.
to have your tiny neck snapped by the Kayla the Thame. That's why
Well, you can use Ivara to do
I
that.
can appreciate that.
And you can do that with Mesa if you kill everything before they get there. And you can do that with Frost as well. So you have a bunch of options in this game. It's just if you have Frost, I would use Frost. And use like a map clearing his avalanche build where you can clear the whole map. Or you can freeze everything before they get to you. That way you can take them out before they get there. That's what I usually do for ribbons. I use Frost. That kind of bugged. Okay.
Brilliant, thanks dude.
No problem. Frost is really good. Yeah, Frost is really good, Swift. I mean, he has a globe that he puts up, so he's really good. It's just a lot of stuff he has kind of been bypassed by other Warframes. Like if you're looking for like the ultimate like tank DPS / like crazy, then go for Nidus, because Nidus does pretty much everything, but he's a higher skill level of defense type of Warframes. I'm surprised nobody joined.
This is a rescue mission. We need to find and liberate the
Oh, I need
hostage
my
before
energy.
any harm comes to them.
Yeah, Nidus is good for pretty much everything because he's probably considered S tier in this game, so because he has no weakness in his kit, so. But he's a different type of Warframe, so. But I don't know if you mean like buy with platinum or just farm the pieces, because Nidus is a good option too.
I'm very excited now.
I might have bugged out, I don't know. It's weird that nobody joined. Yeah, you'll get to see the good part about Ash in this mission. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, Ash is really good. But he's really not a stealth frame. He's more of a ninja. And that's why I say he's the most ninja in this game. Because of his whole motif. If you ever seen any ninja style anime, he's very that classic ninja thing. So I can see why people don't like Ash. It's just like his stealth isn't good. Like, whoa. So
No, I
used
like to earn them. I have a lots of prime parts for Frost. I have the chassis and systems already. Will it be hard to get the relics for T?
Hard is relative. And I hate to say, like, but it shouldn't be hard if you get in a group and farm the relics. Yeah, if you get an optimized group and you're saying like, hey, we want to put these relics in, then it shouldn't be hard.
Hurry up. We're running out of time.
It's just getting that group.
We've reached the prison. Find our prisoner in one of these cells.
Come on, dude. Really?
Do the relics for him still drop them, or will I have to buy them?
We fought with honor.
Wow, that limbo player, man, this is why I hate limbo players. They're just bad. Like,
You let the hostage die. This mission is over.
oh, well, you might have to, buy the relics. I would just go to the Wikipedia page and type in, unvaulted relics or unvaulted warframes when they're vaulted, and there's a list of when the warframes went to be vaulted and when they got unvaulted, and you can see if there's a chance to get it. I think you might be able to get frost parts still, or you might have. It just depending. Like I don't know. I just don't know.
Our intel suggests that our interest is in the vicinity. Search for the hostage and bring them home.
You'd think they'd clone something a little less ugly.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, I would just say go to the Wikipedia page for Frost Prime and see if it says if you can do it.
The enemy is on hot alert. The moment you enter the holding area, they'll trigger the execution sequence. Rescue the hostage before it finishes.
Yeah, I try to suggest people go to the Wikipedia page because I don't know all the dates of when stuff comes out. But it's on the Wikipedia page. So. just teleport me to another section? Where am I? What?
I've only got Garakora Excalibur Loki Prime at the moment, but I get by with those.
Yeah, you got Excalibur, so you're good. You can do pretty much all content with those. Yeah, I'm not just gonna waste my time in there. Yeah, so they, and the problem I have with limbo players is that they most likely don't know what they're doing most of the time. There are not a lot of good limbo players, or they just troll and just waste people's time. So that's why I just backed out instead of just like spending like 5 minutes trying to deal with him. So yeah, Swift core is good. So. And pretty much from the planets you can grind all the content, so you can get all the warframes from the bosses on the planets. Here's the thing though, like don't feel like you need to get the prime version, because the prime versions isn't better. It just means that they're more health and more energy. And it's just like a cosmetic upgrade, so. Where am I? Oh.
I got here weapons too, they are quite good, the dual cares I love.
Really?
The hostage is almost out of time.
Wow.
We've reached the prison. Find our prisoner in one of these cells.
Yeah, this. This has been a weird last sortie.
I knew you would come. Thank you.
Yeah, it's not even hard. It's just people being dumb. Like,
Escort the prisoner to the extraction point, and I'll take care of the rest.
people just like, I'm just gonna put my rift right by the point, so you can't actually go into the and do the thing. Yeah, but I wouldn't consider him a stealth frame. He has a stealth mechanic, but Ash isn't really stealth per se. He's just like a ninja.
Mission
Hunky
complete.
dreamers.
The captive
One
has
of
been
our own
liberated.
believes they
You
are
will
the
be
equal
rewarded
of
for
our
this
foe,
task.
and baby, they are acting like it.
Guess I got a challenge done. Yeah, it was the sortie challenge. Yeah, he's more damage than just stealth, so. Like, he uses stealth to stay alive, but his abilities are more around being a ninja, breaking cloak, breaking line of sight, and doing a lot high amounts of damage. So, yeah, that was a weird run of sorties. So, people be bucking sometimes. Let's see what that ribbon is. It's probably something about the planes or something. Because they love giving me stuff to be in the planes. Ooh, I got an easy one. Cool. So let me switch off of this setting. Yeah, Ash is really good for just damage. Yeah, he is a stealth frame, but it's not like he sits in stealth. He's just like, I need to pop stealth right quickly so not to die type of thing. As you can see, I don't have them leveled up, as they would say. I don't have any forma into them. So, like, yeah, for the people who, like, you need forma, or you level them all the way up, you really don't. You just really need to know how to play your Warframe if you don't have that forma into it. So let's see.
How are you today?
I'm doing all right. Thank you for asking, Gut. It's good to see you back in the stream. Yeah, I just got through the sortie, as you probably saw. So it was kind of weird, but hey, that's what happens in sorties. Sometimes people be thinking about other things while they do it. So yeah, I'm just building out this Ash so you can see the benefit of him in different context or game modes. Let's see. 845 damage on the shurikens. 3,000 damage on his ninjas. So you'll see once I go into this mission why I call him the most ninja because it's kind of his thing, so.
I make the bright between Sears and Jupiter. Thanks for help.
Yeah, I'm glad I could help. Yeah, it's just most of these bosses on the bridges are just a thought process of do you understand how to play the game, and do you understand how your Warframe works versus that Warframe. It's more of a like, hey, here's the next Warframe you might want to try out because you're facing it. Do you think this Warframe is cool? Oh, you might want to go for it on this next planet type of thing. But the one Warframe I will warn you about is Trinity when you face her. Because she's still the old version of Trinity that they didn't take out of. So to give you an example, at a certain point in this game's lifespan over the last six years, Trinity used to be able to give 95% or like 99% damage reduction. So let me show you Trinity right quick, and I'll come back to Ash, and you'll have the comparison. So here's Trinity. What Trinity is a healer. She is your classic MMO healer. So let me go into her abilities. At a certain point, if you look at let's see, what is it? Right here. Okay, so if you look at this right here, it says damage reduction 75%. At a certain point, it was 99%. Meaning, when she pops her 4, she reduces 99% of all the damage that she would do. And on the relay, she's still like that, which is weird. I don't know why they didn't change it. So like, you might have trouble with that boss fight because like, she can just like, if you don't kill her quickly or one-shot her, she can reduce all your damage for the next 15 seconds with her 4, and you won't be able to do any damage to her. And she's like nearly immortal at that point. But currently, as you see, she's only 75%. But on the relay, she's still like 99%, which is crazy. And she can siphon energy from you in that fight. So like, when you see Trinity, just be careful. So let me go back to the Trinity. Maybe I should have showed you where she looks like at her base form without a skin on. So that's a skin for Trinity I have on. Yeah, this is what you probably see when you see Trinity. So when you see a Warframe that looks like that or that, just get ready for her. Yeah, she's a really powerful healer. It's just you don't think healers would be that strong in a one-on-one fight, but yeah. If you can't do damage to them, don't matter how much damage you can do. If you can't do damage to them, that's her whole gimmick, like keeping the enemy from doing damage to their teammates. So yeah, that's like the only try when I was first playing the game you kind of have trouble with, because you don't have the mods to deal with Trinity, and you probably don't understand the mechanic of Trinity on top of it. So she can be kind of annoying. Yeah, I do need a health mod. It isn't tanky, so. Alright, now that we've done that, I can show you the strength of Ash. Yeah, I'm not saying like you should buy Ash with platinum. I'm just saying he's a viable option. If you're like, yeah, I enjoy Loki, then like I said, like, yeah, you could probably enjoy Ash too. Let's see. Kuba Flood. Okay, that was weird. This would be in a mission where people don't have any armor, but okay. What else? Yeah, his augment makes him be able to strip armor. It doesn't matter how much armor they have, he just strips all the armor. Which in a game based around removing armor, powerful, so.
Terminal hacked. Keep. Is that thing?
Relax, child. You won't feel a thing. Promise.
Location reached. Drive in and defend our position. I'm in, Tenno.
Yeah, the armor's gone?
What an ugly child.
Yeah, so a lot of enemies, there's quote unquote powerful because they have a lot of armor.
No time to ask questions.
But hey, you don't have no armor
Destroy
again.
that thing.
You're less powerful. 'Cause they're not scaled based on their health, they're scaled on their armor. So if you remove the armor, you can pretty much one-shot them.
Continue to
Whereas the
defend.
people who are built around their armor, I mean their health, they have more health and it's not as easy.
Need a new approach. You're not making a dent.
What a waste.
And she probably can see with that lady right there. She had more armor than she had health.
Air completed. Move on.
Randoms.
Don't let them do that!
So that's 2 shots with there. Okay. That random come on, game.
There is a terminal.
Wow.
And get ready to defend.
Stupid
I'm in, Tenno.
siphon
This will
butt.
take a- That worked. Order form is key. Target the other components.
Yeah. The bug with the siphons is that they just break your camera and you're like, where'd that go?
What lovely energy. Every particle counts when we're making Kuva.
Still working on it. To defend.
So yeah, Ash is a different playstyle than Loki, Avara,
How useless you all are.
Octavia.
For execution at once.
He's not better,
You've
he's just a
destroyed the
different
Queen's
playstyle.
siphon. We can't allow East to survive.
And so that's why you can justify having more of one stealth frame, because they do things
The odds were
differently
against us,
than each
but
other.
we
So
did it. Mission complete.
being stealth frame isn't just a simple thing. It's just like, oh, they all have stealth, so they all do the same thing. It's like stealth is just a category, if you want to think about it that way. Yeah, I don't use Ash as much because I'm the type of person who likes to play support in these games. So that's why my main is Overrun, because I prefer that playstyle. Because most people don't like play support because they think it's too, what's the word, womanly? It's not manly to play a support, which is a really weird concept for me. But yeah.
Another job well executed.
Yeah, and those were level 100 enemies, so you probably can see the strength of Ash just based on one move. And I really didn't need to use his fourth ability, because in that context you really don't have room to go to summon out your clones. Even though they do a lot of damage too, so. Yeah, he's really good. But that's the thing, that there's a lot of good Warframes in this game. You just gotta find what works for you, what gels with your playstyle. That's why I don't ever tell people like such and such Warframe is bad. They might not just be optimal in the current way the game plays now. Yeah, you just got those people who just sit there and just like, and just wait and just wait. Then when you want to actually do something, they're like, I didn't want to do anything. I'm like, no, why are you still sitting here?
Eliminate all corpus.
So these are
threats.
Corpus enemies, and he removes his armor. With Corpus, at low levels, as this is, that's a one shot, so.
You're still in the clear. No detection from enemy sensors.
So if you want to be stealth, you need a silencer on your weapon. I didn't put that mod on because low level stuff don't really matter. Don't matter if they know I'm coming or not. Plus he has good mobility, so if you like Warframes with mobility, Ash has a lot of mobility. He's not like Rhino, who is the slowest Warframe in the game. But it makes sense with Rhino since he's supposed to be the tank of the game, and like he's not supposed to be super mobile. He is a rhino.
Go through here? Okay.
And you're like, why is he not knowing how to go through? Like, it's randomly generated. These tiles says randomly generated, so it could change. So that's my excuse. Somebody's coming in. So here it says he basically summons clones of himself to do his bidding. You want to call it that way? Yeah, I don't know if you saw that. Yep, that's his sword. He's very ninja-esque. He's the most ninja of all the ninjas in this game. Hey, some people with armor, now you get to see his armor strip. Yep, they had armor and now they don't. And another guy ran out. He just pieced out. Well, I think no, we got all three of them. It's just she didn't say anything, because reasons.
Those are the Queen's braids. What are they up to?
Alright. Alright. Yeah, no armor for you. Well, at this low level, it's kind of pointless removing that armor.
Your compost heaps with legs. Useless.
Because he don't have that much armor anyway, so.
Transference still holding.
Ugh, I don't like it when the meat bag squirms out of its shell like that. Put it back.
Yeah, missed him.
Use your operator form to strike those Kuba clouds.
Don't stay down here.
No, protect the siphon. My siphon! My Kuba! You're messing up all my plans. I don't like it. Not one bit.
Tenno, we need to do everything we can to stop the Queens from gathering any...
Yeah, so that's what his swarf does. It's very ninja, to say the least.
The enemy is broken. Well done. Get to extraction.
Yeah, he has a very ninja smoke around him too. He's going in a puff of smoke. Yeah. So hopefully that gives you an idea how Ash plays. And for that ability, you want range and power spin. Whereas if it's cloak, you want duration, stay invisible. Yeah, he's not my favorite, but he has a interesting playstyle, so. Alright, I'll do this one, last one for the stream. It shouldn't take too long. I say that it'll be like 10 minutes.
You are here to find our
That was
target
quick.
and bring them to the extraction point. Happy hunting.
Of course, he's right here.
Those are the Queen's braids. What to?
Relax, child. You won't feel a thing. Promise.
They'll have plenty of robotics. Corpus never fight for themselves.
You found a target. Capture them quickly before they escape. Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captive back at base. Your part is done here for now.
And you're probably wondering why I run these missions.
You're on to
I'll
something,
show you
Tenno.
after I get out of this mission.
What a waste.
This is considered quote-unquote in-game content. But for me, this isn't in-game, so it's more like mid-game content. This side.
Another failure! If you don't want to serve your queen, you can always be served to her on a platter!
That worked. Your arc is key. Target
Yeah, I'm wasting
the
energy by using my one, but like I'm just trying to show off the ability for you. Show you why it's good with the augment. Hope that comes across.
You useless balls of festering flesh! You let them destroy my Kuva site.
Good work. We need to do everything we can to stop the Queens from gathering any more Kuva.
Somebody's looking at me. His shade propped. A little roller thing. Tail. Stealth on top of stealth. Oh, just gonna jump because I do that.
What has you used as secondary weapon?
What was the question? Let's see. It's a kit gun weapon called a catch moon. When you go to Fortuna, you can build it there. It's basically like the Arcoplasmor, but for secondaries. Yeah, I use that as like the Arcoplasmor. Then I have my primary shotgun for like close quarter stuff, which is like a pump action. Just in case I need it. So the mindset is have one weapon for single target. Single target. One weapon for single target. And one weapon for crowd control. Multi-targets. That way you cover your bases. If you get rushed, you have a weapon to deal with each situation. and your melee is like whatever. With melee, you want range, so you can have multi-target damage, so you can clear a bunch of people with your melee. It's probably hard to see since he's invisible, but yeah. That's why my melee Zal has a lot of range on it. Yeah, I'm just checking crates while I go by. I deserve that.
That was a close one.
Oh, you missed the camera? Yeah, I'm always looking for I-10 stars and sculptures. Because on any mission you can get them, so. And it's the currency of this game, so. That's why I look in every area I can. So I'll tell you why I run coolant missions and why you should run coolant missions after this loading screen. So dramatic pause for no reason. You have all these mods in the game that do different things, but then you have a particular set of mods called Rivens that do a different thing. So for example, you've probably seen, where'd it go? I'll just type it in because brain just stopped for a second. It's probably because I was in Warframe. So you've probably seen this mod, Duration. You should have this mod on all your Warframes. Not Warframes, but all your weapons that you put it on. And if you don't have this mod, just ask somebody. They'll give it to you because we get rid of it at this point. But what Duration does is $165 damage. So whenever you see this mod, you're always gonna get 165% bonus damage. This mod is never gonna change. Ever. It's always gonna do this one thing. Whereas Rivens can change because they're the specialty mod of this game to boost your stats of your weapons. So let me see, Got mod I want to level up or re-roll, as they say. Okay, I'll go with this one, since you probably have seen the Brat before. So what this ribbon does, it gives you 200, almost 200% damage and toxin. So when you put this mod into your build, it adds these stats to your build. Whereas if you had these two separate stats, you would need those two separate mods in your build. So that's what ribbons do. They add bonus stats, if you want to look at it that way. But the cost is Kuva. And you get Kuva from those missions I was just doing. And you spend the Kuva by pressing X. So this one, I got crit chance, damage to Grenier, and cold damage. Which is good, but it's not as good as what I had in my mind. So I'm going to go back to this one. And that one is worse. And it's just RNG whether you get a good roll or you don't, as you can see. So that's why people go Kuva into the Kuva Fortress or do Kuva missions, so they can get their ribbons upgraded. So for a weapon like the Bratton, you want something like damage and multi-shot, which is more damage. If you don't know what multi-shot does, just think of multi-shot as like ghost bullets. Instead of shooting like one bullet at something, multi-shot gives you an extra bullet when you fire one time. So that's what I call ghost bullets. And as you can see, my RNG is not good. Because as you see at the bottom right here, I re-rolled this ribbon 91 times. Which is not good. So you can probably see from this, you can spend a lot of time trying to get the roll that you're looking for. But I'm not going to keep y'all with me just re-rolling. So hopefully you got the idea from that. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day.